Hey, what is up guys, Cybers here and welcome back to another episode of the Kit Challenge. With this game I played as the Kit Fisherman, and also in this game I played with Golded Steel. So he's another YouTuber. I'll put his link in the description and you can check him out. He's a cool guy and he just reached 100 subs, so congratulations on that, Gold. So yeah, this is a friend of mine and we thought, you know what, let's do a game. So yeah, I was playing as the actual OP kit now, Fisherman. It's actually a good kit now. And so we started off by going to this guy who was just standing in one spot, like, you know, I can stand here all day. But I came at him, and Gold was still making some soup. But then I asked him if he came over to help me. Now this is where Fisherman can come in handy, but in this case I just missed like every shot. The servers are still getting lag and stuff, so I guess that I can blame that for that. The next thing we're like, what the fuck? He just like disappears out of nowhere, and then we realize he was Phantom. And here you see my failed fishermaning. I really need to train on that. I mean, I trained so much on souping, I need to train on fishermaning. I mean, that's a skill. Maybe I can just do it in real life as well. Just get a fishing rod, go out and whoosh. So yeah, here he's actually a really good PvPer. He really gave us a big challenge, you know, taking us on as a team. I kind of felt sorry for him in a way because I know how much I hate teams, but I mean, it gets good gameplay, so it's worth it. But I'm actually more of a solo player. So if you think I team all the time, I don't. Gold's actually from America, so I don't get to play with him much, along with a lot of my friends who are all from America. So yeah, it's kind of a struggle. So yeah, you see, I killed him. I can't remember who killed him, but he died, so I feel sorry for him, but he died. So here we find a guy on the ground, but then someone comes at Gold and he was like, Cybers, help! So I got up and tried to get him, but then while I'm trying to get him, Golding is attacked by someone else and he asked for help, so I came along, Cybers to the rescue, and tried to take him out, and boom, he's dead. So yeah, that's what we done there, killed him, but we knew there was still this guy on the ground. So we started digging down here and found this little water place that had already been dug out. So we knew that someone was down here, but it was then that just as we got down here, I think, yeah, here it is. This is the guy I started chasing before. I think his name is Disguise or something. So he pops up above us just like peekaboo. He monks my fishing rod, which wouldn't have come in handy anyway. We're both under this water, which wasn't too helpful, but I still then take him out and soup goes flying all over the place. It's raining soup today, but I guess soup's on the menu. So here I began digging down because we found someone else. We're trying to find this guy on the ground, and it's here that we then find him. I hate it when you like right click a furnace or a crafting table, but I still finished them off even with that hardness. So it's here that we then began to create iron. Gold created all the iron stuff that the guy had. He had quite a bit of iron, which helped because then we had some iron to get us going, because you do always need a bit of iron to help you on your way. So I then just decided to go my own way to get out of the mine and left Gold on his own. I think he was over here, and I met up with him when he came out of his hole. So we then went to go and get this guy, who was also underground. And I mean, this was just boring. This is where you can do with an Ender Mage. So I might try and do a gameplay with that, because I've never really played this Ender Mage a lot. I used to when I had it as a kit. But yeah, here we just find a guy. He's got a stone sword, no soup, easy, but take him out. So I then began going back up, leaving Gold behind once again. But he had his own little hole to go up, so I left him to do that. So we then went after someone else. The feast was about to start, and Gold started fighting this guy, and I totally failed at that lava. Then we realised he was either a Frosty or a Scout, but we weren't sure. So I went to pick up some lava, and all of a sudden I get this hitting from behind. I'm like, what? Because I thought he went around the tree. So this actually turned out to be quite a good fight. At the start, I mean, it would have been a good fight. But we see get a few shots, he falls into fire. I'm trying to hit him a bit, which doesn't go too well because I need to re-soup. I'm leaving Gold to try and take him. But then he begins to run, so that didn't help at all. So I'll just skip it to where I kind of catch up a bit. So here I find him over here, just running into the desert. He ran past the feast as well, so I wasn't far from that. And then I get that perfect fisherman shot on him. Began to get a bit frap lag, so I was like, ugh! So I just decided to ditch the lag a bit and run, and he put a speed potion on me as well. So Gold was like, come on, come to the feast, and then went to F5 mode and fell in a hole. So, I mean, that was helpful, and, you know, Gold seemed a bit mad. But he came in to save me, like the good friend he is, good teammate. And really, at this point, I really felt sorry for Aura. He just, you know, got absolutely bombarded with us. He put up a brilliant fight at resouping and stuff. I didn't actually have much soup in my inventory, which didn't help. But yeah, here we just keep hitting him, trying to get him into the corner, because if you get someone in the corner, it just helps so much, because they can't strafe you or move. I mean, we're in water anyway, so he can strafe me anyway. But here I grab his, I think it was his boots I needed. I think it was anyway. And so with the feast about to start, Gold was asking me to try and make my way over. So here I tried to dig it, and like they do, I fall into the sand. And Gold was already at the feast, because, you know, I took ages to come out, and it's then, wait for it, there. Gold gets stomped by a guy at feast who he didn't realize. He said he had looked up, but it hadn't rendered because he was so high up. Now at this point, I felt sad, but at the same time, I thought there was no need for a 1v1, which, in the case that I make it to the end, makes it easier for me because there's no challenge. Because Gold's quite a good player. So I mean, I wouldn't want to go against that awesomeness. So it's here that I then try to kill the guy who killed him, trying to get my vengeance on him. But of course he's a stomper, and I knew that, and he tried to stomp me, and I nearly died, but I think luckily I had enough armor. And here I get another bit of frap lag, which is annoying at times. I didn't mention, I'm trying to use fraps now, because JX Story is just, it's hard to explain. But it's to do, you know, the video files. I've got to then render it like twice to actually get. So here, you know, being smart snipers at this point, I crouched whilst he stomped me, and he didn't realize that, I don't think. Now here, Fisherman actually came brilliantly handy in this fight. It was actually quite a slow fight. He just kept running and running, but I get that nice shot there. And he keeps running and running like a stomper. I think he just wanted to tower up again, but he didn't have the chance. So I keep trying to Fisherman him. It's really hard to get that perfect shot on it, especially, you know, there's a tiny bit of server lag. Isn't much, but I eventually got him on my rod, and he runs again. But yeah, he keeps running and running. But here I just catch up to him. I think he stopped, and then I get that one extra shot and took him out, which helped a bit. So here I'm going to skip it to where it's the final two, me and one other guy. I begin to dig down. He was quite far deep, and I had no idea what to expect. So as you can see, I had an ender pearl for if at any point, you know, I fell into a ravine, underground ravine. It's always handy to have that ender pearl to throw. So here, yeah, I find this guy. He's behind this wall. Now, exactly, I have no idea of what to expect. But here I find him with just a sword, and I was like, I'm going to do what I've called the Cyber Soup Finisher. And I've tried this a few times today, and you know, ended up dying trying to do it to get a good gameplay. But here it works. I just get that hits on him. Had to re-soup. Of course, I didn't use a sword, so don't be like, oh, dude, you noob. You're re-souping against a guy with no armor. You can see I totally, you know, didn't use my sword once, and finish them off, and I win the game. So yeah, guys, it begins to crash here. Yeah. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that episode. Leave a like, comment, become a subscriber today, and tell me what you'd like me to play next as a kit. So guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. See you next episode. Bye.